Stinky Pinky, an apt name for an apt question.
Stinky Pinky.
Yes. Did Memphis have a large gay scene? Because so many of the early 80s video montages, the fabulous ones, for example, come off as quite homoerotic.
You think gay Memphis did not have a gay scene? It doesn't take a gay scene to make a homoerotic video, but I know what he's talking about. I'll be looking at the fabulous ones. And remember, I said you do things I've said this twice already. You do things outside the studio. Well, that's what they did with Stan and Steve Kern. They took them from Steve Kern and Stan Lane, who by themselves, and they will admit this, they couldn't draw a lot of money, but put them together as the fabulous ones, which was a takeoff on Jackie Fargo, the fabulous one, and let them do this kind of stuff, let them strut around, and the interview and the little vignettes they shot of them. Yeah, it was them standing like this. It was like maximum male models. They're trying to do this. They're standing like this, and they were homoerotic, but they didn't aim them for that audience. They aimed them for women and young girls, and they tremendously over-delivered. I remember going to a show with them about, I don't know, a spot show out of Memphis. It was about 80 miles out of Memphis, like out of the way town. And the place sold 2,000 tickets in a little town with, I don't know, maybe 10,000 population, maybe 12. They sold 2,000 tickets, but most of those tickets was like 60% female. And I remember they were selling what we call gimmicks. They were selling pictures, posing for pictures and signing them. They did more that one night than they did in their weekly check that they got from wrestling 5 nights a week or 6 nights a week. They made more that night just off pictures than they made for the whole week. So that's got to tell you, if pictures sell, they're over. So, and the homoerotic part, yeah, I look at it and I go, yeah, that's kind of gay looking, but all I know is they made me money, so I don't care.
I mean, aside from all the glamour shots of the early 80s that have made it onto the internet, which some of them are hilarious. In fact, they're all hilarious. I mean, I think I've asked you this once before, but I'll ask it again. Is if someone, let's say Jerry Jarrett, presented you with a spangly top hat, a set of white gloves, and a thong, would you have put it on and had some photos taken and sold them at the tables?
Well, I'd have had, if he'd have told me to put it on, yeah, I'd have tried it. But I would have made like a joke about it. But see, you can make a joke about it, get by. If you take it seriously, that's when you run into trouble. If you take that gimmick seriously. And I had something else I was going to say, and I forgot totally about it. What did you say before?
The glamour shots. I'm trying to think what else I said. Glamour shots, and would you have taken
I know
a photo?
I got some shots I'll send you.
Oh, God.
No, and these are not glamour shots. These are like Playboy shots without total nudity. I remember that Lawler took one where he just covers up his little wing. Dundee took one where they're laying like this. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I could do that shot. But women loved it. Now, this is what I thought about sometimes. A guy's married and he wants to go to wrestling, and his wife doesn't like to do anything else with him, but she'll go to wrestling with him. So that's what she enjoys, he thinks. But why does she want to go to wrestling? Because it's male burlesque, exactly what it is. And he can say, oh, I hate that son bitch. And she's thinking, wow, you're not looking at what I'm looking at. So, and there's been a lot of stories about some wives coming with their husband to the matches. Then all of a sudden she gets up to take a little bathroom break and she's gone about 20 minutes. Well, He could have slid outside very easily and had a little skedaddle, as I call it, and go back in. And a lot of guys never knew the difference. I never told them. I knew about some of them, but I never told them.
And